Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Kevin J. Moore, the channel's Ptertain TV. Now, Beth Rigsby from Sky News asked a question. The question she asked, and she asked this question of Kemi Badenoch and also Keir Starmer. The question that she asked was, do you admire Nigel Farage? Have a listen to what Beth Rigsby had to say.
Exactly the same question as I asked the Prime Minister the week before. Given that Reform are raging ahead of all of them in the polls, it seems reasonable that you have to ask them about Nigel Farage and how they see the battle against him. And this is, we actually cut them together so you can compare and contrast their responses. Do you admire Nigel Farage as a politician?
On what basis?
Do you admire him?
I don't understand your question.
Well, it's just an open question. What do you think of him?
Why aren't you asking if I admire Keir Starmer or Ed Davey?
Well, I asked Keir Starmer about whether he admired Nigel Farage as well.
And I think it's very interesting that a lot of the media in Westminster is very interested about asking about Nigel Farage. I'm not interested in Nigel Farage. I'm interested in
all the other parties are. They're not interested in you.
Then she let's say that exchange with Kemi there. She just said she's not interested in Nigel Farage because, see, Kemi is got she's an engineer. She said that she's an engineer. She's like a qualified engineer. She's a very highly intelligent woman, and she's not interested in that question. You see, for her, it's trivia really. It's literally trivia. It's like a waste of her time asking that question. It's just complete trivia to her. It's frustrating for her. You can see the frustration coming out really a little bit because it's really a rubbishy question, pathetic question really, in my opinion. But she doesn't like talking crap really. She wants substantive questions. That's why she was not happy, and she started saying, "Why don't you ask about this?" And she's not interested really. That's what she said, and she's just not interested in Nigel Farage. And what she's doing is she's trying to forge ahead to try and get her party across the finish line, and that's why she was acting the way she was, because obviously she was irritated. Like I say, she's not interested in this trivial sort of things. You can just tell. That's what I mean. And then this lady, at the end of the question, oh, we're not interested. They're not interested in you. So she's sort of insulting Kemi, wasn't she, as well? But anyway, Beth asked Keir Starmer the same question. Listen to Keir Starmer's response now to the question. Have a listen to Keir.
Do you admire Nigel Farage as a politician?
I think he's a formidable politician, and of course, I think he's the opponent as we go into the next election. I don't think it's going to be Labour versus the Tories.
Do you admire him in any way?
There's going to be Labour against Reform. Look, I mean, he's a formidable politician. I'm not going to suggest otherwise.
Good answer by Keir Starmer. Terrible answer by Kemi Badenoch. That was a textbook of how not to answer a question. And it's quite odd that somebody who's risen up through politics, who's been in various different cabinet positions, who's had a great deal of experience at the top of public life, can't answer basic questions on.
Keir Starmer didn't answer the question either, really. He didn't answer the question. He kind of glossed over it a little bit. He didn't answer the question. And this lady, whether she's with the glasses on, she said it was a terrible answer by Kemi Badenoch. Terrible answer. It's a terrible answer. Because it's not fitting into what she thinks Kemi should do. Because they have their own ideas. She thinks Kemi should think a certain way, be a certain way to fit in with what she thinks as a media personality. But Kemi doesn't fit in with these people. She's not interested in that. She's interested in getting the country back on track. She's interested in the UK making it better. That's her mindset. See, her mindset is literally concentrating on getting the UK better. That's why she's the way she is. She's focused. And these people, they're not answering questions. Some people might be able to answer. There might be somebody out there that can answer these questions, like all these daft, stupid trivia questions, and even get a laugh and a joke and all this. But the actual substance is the issue, you see. There's no point in going down the road again of, oh yeah, this personality is really good personality. That's not going to help with the country. I think that you need someone that's got a brain that actually focuses on the mission. You know what I mean? Focus. No point in trying to grab headlines and all this. If you get somebody that's interested in the country, really wants to do for the country, literally in the brain, it's like literally just focusing on doing good for the UK. That's what you need, really. And Kemi, she's not interested, like I say, in these type of questions where you try and catch them out and all. She's not interested. She's just focused on trying to get the UK back on track in her own way. That's how she is approaching the situation. That's why, and they just think because she's not answering the way they wanted to answer, responding the way they wanted to respond, there's something wrong. But there isn't. She's just not interested in talking crap. That's what she's not interested in, you see. She's not interested in that, in talking crap or trying to trick people into thinking a certain way. She's just a straight down the middle kind of person, really. Now, even though I said that, of course, I make it clear that I'm not saying I'm going to go vote Conservative or anything like that. But I just thought it's just these media people really annoying. I mean, this way they try and twist things and make people look terrible, or try and they sort of have a narrative that they want to push. It's really annoying, really. And even Nigel Farage, you know, obviously we know he's good at talking and all this, and you know, he's a good speaker. And he convinces a lot of people, doesn't know the way he comes across with people and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean, whether it's Farage, Kemi, whoever it is in power, whoever it is that tries to get the power, I'm not saying I'm going to vote for Nigel either. So I'm not saying I'm going to vote for these people, I'm just commenting, because when it comes to voting, I'll think about that in the future when it happens in the new election, general election. But I'm just saying now, looking at the way things are, I'm just thinking about from her point of view, from Kemi's point of view, that really those sort of questions are irritating for her. I think someone like that's a good at dealing with people in terms of the personality side of things. Maybe Nigel, for example, if you ask him a sort of a trivial question, he's got a good way of dealing with it. You know what I mean? He's got a certain manner. But Kemi's not really that type. She's not sort of the flashy. You know what I mean? She's not flashy kind of person that, you know what I mean? She's not that type. She just focuses on the mission. That's what she does, and she just wants to get it done. Whereas some people, they're good at sort of convincing you, you know what I mean? Like convincing you, but when at the end of the day you're convincing and you're convinced, and you're convinced and you fall into a hole. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just thought I'd comment on that, because it just really irritating that Beth, the way she spoke to Kemi and the way she comes across as well. She's actually annoying, actually. Anyway, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Thank you.